Welcome to another edition of What is So Special About Special Collections. In this episode, I'm going to show you two books, and what's special about these books is the artwork that was used to print the rich, saturated color images. The English translation of this first book is The Feminine Toilette and the Trinkets of the Romantic Era. This book contains 20 sheets that are beautifully hand-colored using a technique known as Pochoir. Pochoir is a stencil-based printing technique that was popular from the late 19th century through the 1930s. It was all the rage in Paris and was primarily used by illustrators and designers to create patterns and architectural designs in their prints. Artists used Pochoir in conjunction with other mediums such as engraving or lithography as a means of adding color to a print. Each print is unique because it is done by hand. Some of the artists that used Pochoir as a printing technique included Man Ray, Matisse, and even Picasso. Pochoir is a very labor-intensive process. It involves the cutting of stencils and then the hand-painted colorization. The result is a cross between printing and painting. The process commercially disappeared sometime in the late 1930s due to the cost and labor intensity. The images in this book were illustrated by Dutch artist Sarah Kiezer. She was an illustrator, a book cover designer, and a painter. The subject matter here is a delightful mix of the age of Romanticism and what is considered an Art Deco style. This second book has an English title, Pictorial Book of Western Flowers. It's a beautiful series of woodblock botanical prints by artist Tanigami Konan. Konan's work is considered part of the Shin Hanga, or New Prints movement. These exuberant 20th century botanical works were originally created to appeal to Westerners and to celebrate the beauty and splendor of all the seasons. The publication of these prints in 1917 was a very interesting time in Japanese printmaking. It's when the old traditional ways of woodblock printing were giving way to new Western printmaking technologies such as lithography and photomechanical printing. Artists and painters, printers in Japan were losing their livelihood due to the change and decided to pursue the Western market, formulating their art in a way that it would appeal to the Western eye and taste. It was heavily influenced by the Impressionist movement in France. They incorporated light and shade into their artwork, along again with that Western perspective. The topics in Shin Hanga movements were universally appealing. They usually involved botanicals, landscapes, birds, animals, even beautiful people. Thanks for joining us for another episode of What's So Special About Special Collections.